Welcome all to the episode kAIron live YouTube live episode number 19. So far we have discussed the salient features of kAIron, and within last week we have released few new features like live agent chat support, summarizer, schedule action, and callback actions. So yeah, today we are going to discuss about that and how we can use it to enhance our business. And myself, Rajan, I'm having Divya with me. So we'll go first with summarizer and live agent chat support. Yeah. So over to you.
So I'll initiate the live agent.
Go here. Touch the.
I'll do it on UAT.
No, that's okay. No. Customer support request will come here.
Yeah.
Browser reference.
Okay. Now I'll accept the request and then chat with the bot. And just ask random questions like this guy on. So
No, do few more. No.
okay. So let me ask questions like
kAIron features.
um, so this is the agent support panel. This is what you can use to just a minute. So you get your answers here. Whatever the bot has chatted with the client, and this is the summarization part where you'll get the summary of the chat. So the user initiated a conversation. So it will give you the summary. You can also regenerate the summary once you finish chatting. So yeah, let me send one more message. So you can regenerate the summary. So it will show us whatever the conversation has been done with the live agent and the client. So this is the summary and live agent support part.
Yeah, so basically these features help the live agent to figure out that what the conversation has been done so far. So let's say if some other agent is joining the conversation later, so he can use this summarizer feature to know what was the last conversation. And in this agent support we can he can check regarding any specific questions or query, like what bot responded, or like what live agent what the last previous agent responded, like that. And the same thing is getting captured in chat history as well. So yeah, this is pretty much about live agent support, summarizer, and summarizer. And this week we have released one new feature called two new features called schedule action and callback feature, callback action. So we will see that. Like, yeah, first we'll go through callback action. So where we can see callback action or how we can create is like we have to go to components and actions. So we have given the provision of callback action under this actions menu. So anyone can go there and they can click on add new. And so basically, why this callback action is required and what is this callback action? So callback action is nothing but it acts like a webhook. So for so with the previous versions of kAIron, we are having API action where kAIron users from kAIron can connect to any third party or integrated systems. But using this callback action now, third party system can also communicate with kAIron's feature. And basically, what it does is at the end, this callback action will generate a callback URL, which will be act as a webhook, and call it, third party can call this webhook and update the status. So for example, let's say we are also this bot can, we can create our bot for F&B use case also, right? Like let's say if there is some restaurant, so they can create their menus and they can enable this bot to uh, do the order and get the payment done. So let's say if some user initiated order and he is trying to do the payment, right? Then this callback action will help to get the payment status, like whether it is failed or success, or what is the current status of delivery and all. So instead of polling those APIs again and again, uh, automatically those responses will be updated here in callback action. So yeah, this is the UI to create callback action. Like you can give the callback action name. So I will show you one created one. Like yeah, you can provide callback action name, any name you can give it. Then callback name. So this is the actual part. So how we can do it is, before that we have to go here. I have already created, but if you want to create new, then you have to go to manage callbacks, and there you have to create some Python script. So, but this Python script is little bit different from our existing PyScript action. So here we have given more privilege and more this one liberation to get to download the imports and all, to import the libraries and all. So it is little wide open and secure also. So like let's say I want to, so here one I have added one sample, and what the sample is doing is we are trying to send a notification to these phone numbers. So like that we have written a Py script for sending a post request. And yes, so not post request, so we have given the script to send the notification using WhatsApp template, like that. So again, you can define your Py script accordingly, according to your uses. Then we this next comes is execution mode. So here you have to select whether it is sync or async. If you select sync, then you will get the data displayed over there, and if you select async, then you won't be able to see the data, associated data, right? And this expires field denotes that till what period your callback URL will be valid. If you don't provide anything, so it will be in never expire mode, and you can provide the expiration time duration in seconds over here. Well, then this shortened token, what it does. So let's say if we don't select this one, right, then it will generate a big URL, so that you can see. I can show you in logs for the same bar. like this. Just I tried, and so this is a shorten URL. Let me check. So if you have selected not enabled that shorten toggle right button, then URL will look like this one, the one big URL. And if you would have selected this one, a shorten token, and triggered this callback story, then it will generate a shorten URL. So yeah, so this is the normal callback. And then if you want to generate the static URL, so we can also do that. Like as I said that right, it can be behave as a webhook. So webhook should be static. So we can generate the static URL, and along with that, for that you have to enable the standalone toggle, and you have to provide some identifier like ID equals to something, or whatever your this one. Data structure is there, like for that JSON path you have to provide here, and you have to update it like that. So the same thing will be generated in the logs like this one. So yeah, so let's say I have given there that ID something, right? So it has generated a random ID there, and which will be used later. So using this ID we will send a request back to a third party URL, and from there they will use this ID to specifically update this particular callback URL. Like, yeah. So, and to trigger this callback, you have to create a story. Now I have to go back where we were. So once you have created that specific callback, so it will be listing here. It will be listed here. So you have to select the accordingly one, and in one callback action, you can select one callback. And then this part dynamic URL slot name, right? So we have to create one slot beforehand, and whatever the callback URL is getting generated, that will be stored inside this slot, and you can use further this slot for your further actions. Yeah. And then this metadata along with this callback URL, there is we have given the provision to provide metadata like values, slots, sender ID, user message, intent, and chat logs and all. And it's based on your usage. You can create anything out of these options. So these data will be passed like this. So in metadata, you can see these data like first name and all. So right now I have just given the first name, and these metadata can be used inside the callback action and inside callback PyScript action as per your uses. So yeah, and then this response text. So just it's up to user whatever message he wants to give, they can provide here. And then this is the dispatch response. So once you trigger the callback, then you will get this response in bot client, and if you won't enable this, then this message won't come. And once you have created this callback action, then you have to create one story like I have created here callback action. And the same thing, the same UI is displaying here also. So once you trigger this callback action, it will in turn it will give you one URL like this, and that you can use it for your further uses like that. So this is the logs is getting generated here, and one more associated logs is coming up here also, like what PyScript has been triggered from this callback. What is the bot ID? What was the identifier and all, and what are the requests type, request data, and what are the data we are providing. So there I have given this first name, and it is automatically capturing this bot ID also. And this is the callback URL, and this is the callback source like that. So this is pretty much about callback action. And as I mentioned that right, the best use case or best example I can provide is a food order from the bot. So yeah, it's time constraint. It will take it will take a little time to create a full-fledged F&B bot. So in couple of next session we can show you that. So please stay tuned for that. Yeah, so basically we will use this callback action inside that bot, and once the user where we will use this callback action is once some user do the order and do the payment. So the payment status will be kept updating using this callback actions, and user will be notified like that. And next thing is schedule action. So we have provided one more option called inside action menu is called schedule action. So basically you can where it can be used. So you can create a schedule action or trigger a schedule action to trigger some event or some actions on some given time, or you can schedule using this action you can schedule other actions, other PyScript actions or callback actions. So yeah, this is how its UI looks like. Schedule action. So we have to give some name and schedule time parameters. So this is basically a time. So there are two things. Either you can get this schedule time from some slot, or you can define it here. And this is the field where you can select the schedule time for particular event or action or callback like that. So this is monthly calendar, and this is the time in 24 hours for format like that. And this is schedule action again. So this is basically the callbacks. Right now we have supported only the callbacks for now, and going forward we will integrate other actions as well, like normal PyScript action, broadcast, or something else like that. So, and this is the similar way how we have created this manage callbacks in the previous callback example. Similar way we have to do that. Like here, I have created one callback. So what it will do is, so I have basically created this manage 3 callback, which is triggering a second callback called manage 2 at the given time. So yeah. So you can create a callback. Let's say I want to get this message delivered, this WhatsApp template get delivered to these numbers on the given time. So just create a callback here and go back. Schedule action. Yeah, so you can select that, and along with this you can send these parameters as we are sending in this one, our callback action. So here also we can do that, and these values will come as a metadata, and which can be used inside this manage callback PyScript actions or PyScript. And again, these are the same response text, dispatch response, enable response, disable response, and all. So, and this is the time zone. So in this release we have given the ability to provide it directly, but going forward we are planning to create a provide a list of this time zone from where user can select it hassle free. So it would be hassle free in that. Otherwise we have to type it this in proper format, Asia, Kolkata, or whatever time zone it is. So, and once you have created this section here, you can go to conversation. You can create a story like this, and yeah, same you can create over here also. So either you can create it from components page, and or directly you can come over there and create a story and create this schedule action. So once this story will be called, right, then this particular schedule action will get called, and inside the schedule action whatever callback we are trying to hit, it will be triggered. So yeah, right now so there are in next release we will give the provision to check that logs also here. So right now it is not there. And in schedule action, we can handle these callback mechanism as well. Like we can control schedule action from callback itself. So we have given the provision to add the schedule job from PyScript itself. Either you can go there and create a story like this, or you can create some callback or schedule action. From there also you can create or schedule one more callback action like that. So how we can do is, so in this example we are triggering a simple WhatsApp notification. So here we have provided some time. Let's say I want to schedule the another, I want to trigger the another callback action after 4 minutes of this current callback. So once this current callback will be triggered, then immediately after 4 minutes the next callback should get triggered. So this is the sample script for that. And again, these things are same only, like as I mentioned in callback. So yeah, once will trigger that manage 3 callback. So that in turn, after 4 minutes or whatever time you will specify, right? After that much time, the next callback will be triggered. And going forward, we will provide more details like how to control these schedules, jobs, and all in our subsequent release. Well, so yeah, so far this much, and stay tuned to get and information about our new upcoming features in our next episode. Yeah, thanks a lot. Bye.